Hello, everyone. Welcome to Online Seller UK podcast. My name is Prabhat, your host for today. And we've got a really interesting topic today. It's about how to work with teams of VAs. And I'm joined by Gilad from VAA Philippines. And Gilad has many years of experience with working with VAA. So I'd like to hear more from Gilad directly. So welcome to our podcast.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Excellent. So I think let's start with your introduction, your company's introduction, and then we can dive into the topic.
All right. So my name is Gilad. I'm an e-commerce seller, an Amazon seller, actually, for the last 7 years. I've been doing private label since it was really easy to do in the beginning. I needed VAs for myself. One thing led to another. I had very bad experiences working with VAs. But I got a lot of chance to understand how to find good VAs and how to improve working with them. I understood it's a whole world of working with VAs. After a while, I founded the VAA Philippines, Virtual Assistant Academy Philippines, where we recruit virtual assistants from the Philippines, and then we train them specifically to work with Amazon sellers, and we continue to support them all year long for that. So that's what we do.
Excellent. So we hear virtual assistant in the Amazon world, but the assistant could be not only Amazon with everything in terms of selling online. So, but there is a little bit of barrier for some of the people who's listening to the podcast to really, should we actually use VA? Can we trust them? I think that really the main thing, because it's you are giving your not giving as in you are allowing them to enter into your business. They look at everything that you do. So let's start with that part. The trust is an important part. So how do you build this trust with virtual assistant?
Well, I think it's funny that we think that way because, we all think, okay, wait a minute, I'm not going to delegate so fast. I'm going to do things myself. I'm going to maybe earn enough income from my business until I have enough to fund a VA and so on. While we forget that actually the world of creating a team, building a team of people working for you is something that we used to do all the time. If you opened a coffee place, a restaurant, a shop, you would not think, okay, wait a minute, let me first do everything myself in my restaurant. I will cook the food, I will serve it, and I will do the accounting as well. And once the business grows, then I will maybe think of delegating, or I will think, is there a risk when I hire a waiter, to give the food and so on? Yes, there is a risk always. I mean, you're starting a restaurant. You're committing to the rent and the publicity and the renovation of the entire place. There are a lot of other risks that you're taking, but somehow when we're talking about e-commerce, everybody prefers in the beginning to do everything themselves, and it's more hard to let go because everything is just in front of you on the computer. So you think, okay, I can do it myself. I know how to do this. I can post on Facebook from time to time. I can do my PPC. I can customer service. Who can do it better than me? So suddenly you're doing everything yourself. And the difference that we see, we're working with a lot of high-level sellers, agencies and 8-figure sellers, because they're already working with a lot of VAs from us, and we really see the difference between their attitude, their mindset. For them, give me more VAs so I can delegate more and more things to do, because I can focus only on the things that I can do as the owner of the business. While in the beginning you're afraid to do that, so you tend to do everything yourself. And you're becoming like a Superman. It's called like the Superman syndrome, because you're like the Superman of your business. You're doing this and this and this. You're doing everything. You're saving your business one time after the other. But in the end, you're getting tired. You're getting, you see so many people leaving their business after a year because all they did was to do everything by themselves. And they got tired from it. It didn't work, and they didn't see the freedom that they were looking for. So this is really why you have to understand that it's a part of your business. Delegating, if you want to grow your business, if you want it to to become a manager and owner of an actual business and not just a small store, then you'd have to. This is a part of your business, delegating, and you need to know how to do it. And the sooner the better. You will have to understand that this is a major part of your expenses also, exactly like inventory or anything else.
Yeah, excellent. So now let's go into where you work. So as your name suggests, you work with VA from Philippines.
Yes.
So what made you select Philippines and not anywhere else?
Well, I mean, you could delegate once you decided you want to delegate and it's already a progress. So you can hire, if you're from the States, you can hire people, in America, or you can hire people in UK. There is a big, price difference, first of all. So this is why, because it's online, then you don't really need to have people working with you in your office. You can have them working remotely. And then there's the price thing that's definitely going to go to the east. To find good VAs. And the Filipinos, they are known to have very good English, first of all. It's a formal language in the Philippines. They speak with a very good accent, so they're very easy to understand and to talk with. They're very much customer service oriented, and they're very loyal. So it's really like good to work with them. And all our VAs, they're all Filipinos, and it's like a community that supports each other. So that's why we're working with them.
Yeah, I think one of the most important part I picked up from what you just said is loyalty and the trust. I think that's something is important. I think with VAs, you can teach things as you already do, I believe, to use Amazon or any other platforms, but trust is really important. So okay, that's good. So how do you actually go about finding these virtual assistants?
It connects exactly to the question that you asked before, that you said before about the trust. People have to understand that if you're going to invest a day into finding your VA, like going on, any Fiverr or any Upwork or any option, or for that matter, just posting an ad and hiring doing 2 interviews and hiring one of them, then there is a trust issue because you have no idea about this person. They're working out there by their own, and they're showing you about themselves whatever they want you to see, and and you're very limited in your ability to really know them. So first of all, when hiring VAs, it doesn't really matter so much where you're going to hire them from. It's a matter of patience. You have to understand that they have to go through a funnel that is long enough for you to filter them throughout many different opportunities for you to see their character. In fact, we're much less at VAA, we're much less interested about their experience, because it's always exaggerated what they say. If you post an ad and you get 300 people all saying that they're experts doing this for 20 years on Amazon, and there was no FBA 20 years, but they've been doing this for 20 years. So it doesn't tell you anything. I don't need somebody that knew Amazon 10 years ago. I need somebody that knows what's going on now on Amazon. So it's less important for us their experience. It's much more important for us to trust them, to see their character, to see that they're motivated, they're dedicated to stay with you for the long run, they're looking for a steady job for the long run, that they have good English, obviously, they can express themselves, they show up on time, and they're eager to learn more, and they're capable of learning complicated things and apply them without mistakes. And these things, to find them, you need patience. It takes time. It takes us almost 2 months to find our VAs, because they go through all these steps along the funnel until we find the best ones. We're usually left with about 1% of the VAs that started the process. And then these are people that you already know that there are people that you can trust more than the average VA out there. And the second thing that is super important for trust is that you would give them a sense of community, a sense of feeling belong to something. They're not just working out there by their own, doing their tasks every day, and that's it. Because then tomorrow they will go to somebody else who's giving them different tasks and paying them a little bit more. So you have to really make them feel as if this is their place for the long run. Talking to them about your business, your objectives about their business, what you want from them, what is the future that you see for them. A lot of people are afraid to tell them that you're going to give them a better rate in the future, or you want them to become managers in the future. Why? Tell them that, so they will feel that this is a place for them to stay for the long run. We invest so much into this community that we've created, celebrating their birthdays, having events in the Philippines, training them all the time, ongoing trainings, because we want them to feel like this is the second home, and then it creates trust. And then you have people that will not leave you so fast, and they will think twice before they do something stupid.
Yeah, what I'm hearing from you, it's sort of a give and take relationship. So we got to go beyond that salary, beyond that money we given.
Yes.
So the excellent tips. So going down to the last part of all, and a very important one. What are the tasks? What sort of task we can actually delegate to VAs?
So think of your business, separate your business between two things. One are the things that only you, as the owner of the business, can do for your business. These are usually like executive decisions, something that only you have the ability to see in the future, what you want to achieve, where your goals are, and only if you see a task and you think, wait a minute, this is something that only I, as the owner of the business, can take this decision, then keep it to yourself. Everything else, if the answer is, somebody else with the right training, with the right capability, another Superman can do it for you, then, you should delegate it. And it goes to a lot of things that you're maybe doing yourself at the moment, but not doing it continuously. Are you posting every day or every, twice a week on Facebook, on Instagram, on Pinterest, working with influencers? If you're not doing this every day or every second day, then you need a VA to help you with social media. Are you doing your PPC every day, going over the reports, adjusting the bids, doing everything that's connected to doing PPC, and not just, checking your campaigns once in 2 weeks or a month, and it's not helping. You need somebody over there. You need the PPC VA. Are you managing your inventory? Are you spending hours responding to your customers, or you can have a customer service VA. So there are a lot of things that you can actually delegate to VAs. It starts with the question, do I want to do it all the rest of my life myself, or it's okay that it will take me some time, I will need some patience to do that, but somebody else can do it for me. And then there are tons of things that we train our VAs to do, from social media to customer service, shipment plans, inventory management, creating listings, keyword research, you name it. There's so many things.
Yeah, and delegating, it just frees up your time so much, I guess. So you can
definitely
continuously think about new products, new strategies for your business. So it's all good. So thank you, Gilad, for talking to us about VAs. I'm sure listeners will appreciate what you've talked through, and hopefully they'll be able to build trust. Now, before we end, I think it will be nice for you to tell us about where should listeners to talk to you or find you. Give us your website, email address. So this is your time for pitch yourself in some ways.
All right. Yeah, sure. So, first of all, we are VAA Philippines. Like I said before, we specialize in recruiting VAs from the Philippines and training them on e-commerce in general, but Amazon specifically. If anybody wants to have more information about working with our VAs, or even just asking questions, I'll be happy to answer, then they could either go to vaaphilippines.com or write an email to service@vaaphilippines.com, and then we'll be happy to answer.
Excellent. Thank you again for your time, Gilad. I'll speak to you soon. All the best. Bye for now.
Thank you very much for having me. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.